Bump, bump, bump. Oh, what's up, demons and demonettes? Tis I, Traxy Demon Queen. It's a new week. We've got not a new arena defense, but before we get into it, as always, toss a like and subscribe down below. That's right. The defense that we currently have is still holding strong. I think it's been about 5 resets now that we've been able to get out of the defense, which is huge. Typically, I get 1, maybe 2 to 2.5 resets out of a defense before Brownie is able to crack it. So what we're going to talk about today is 1, Brownie unlocked phase 2 of the defense, and what is the linchpin of this defense and why it won't work if that hero isn't built up enough. So let's go ahead and we're going to take out the latest thing that Brownie is doing to unlock phase 2. And now he's starting to run his Dunlinger, and we're going to talk about how we counter Dunlingers Cure Lock as well. So let's take a look and see what's going on now. Right? So now he's using a Walker to stun Athalia, and between a Walker and a Lily May, they're able to kill Athalia. Phase 2 unlocked. We now have a 35% reduced attack Athalia on the board that is untargetable. And as you can see, it just shredded everybody still. It becomes even more deadly, right? So killing Athalia is big because you essentially reduce her damage by 35%, but then she becomes untargetable. Now, in the past, we've always had issues with Dunlinger on defense, at least on my side, and the best way to counter that is Callan Ludovic. Why? Because what Brownie is doing here is he's running a Dunlinger with a Cure Lock to counter Ludovic's healing. However, we now have Callan's shielding to kind of compensate for that loss. So either if we can kill off Dunlinger quick enough, we can then get our heals back from Ludovic, or with as fast as the fight goes, the Callan shielding is going to be able to protect Callan. It's going to be able to protect Ludovic, and it's going to be able to protect Serum and Lily May. But we kind of don't need to protect Athalia because her out doing her thing, whether she dies or not, is inconsequential to the defense. Now, he did run this team several times here. We can take a look at similar teams over here. And one of the devastating combos with the Lance, and you'll see it in these replays, is that when a Walker and a Lily May essentially kill Athalia, and she becomes the spear is still targetable by a Ludovic's flower bed, and that has the potential to do a lot of damage to the enemies. So let's go ahead, we'll kind of like check that out. It's gonna go very fast because she's gonna get them down very low very quick, and then you're gonna see the flower bed come over here and essentially just finish them off, right? So it's doing some amazing combo work. Now, we typically lose Siren at some point, but he's there for other reasons, right? He's shutting down the artifact at the beginning of the fight. He's tossing the forwardmost hero out of range, buying us kind of a little bit more time there. And then if he can get his ult off, he gets his black hole. He eats that a Lily May counter if they run a Lily May, that sort of thing, right? So it kind of like forces their hand, like they have to account for Siren, because if they don't run something to counter Siren's ult, then they're at danger of getting vacuumed and just destroyed. Because again, the vacuum with Athalia is extremely deadly because you're going to have everybody grouped up. She does a vengeance charge, and she's just going to hit everybody. They're going to be in the black hole, and they'll just get straight executed. Now, we're going to talk about the hero that is the linchpin in the defense, and we're going to show why it doesn't work if he's not invested. And that's going to be Callan. Now, Callan, while he is the linchpin in the defense and his shield is huge, he's not such a beefy, strong hero that he can carry the team by his own self. He needs help. He needs Paragon levels. And to that, he needs to be within 1 Paragon level of the team that you're running, right? So if you're running at Paragon 2, he needs to be Paragon 1. So if you're running against Paragon 2, he needs to be Paragon 1. Ideally, you can have him at Paragon 2. So like in my case, when I run him against Paragon 4, he works at Paragon 3. If you go any lower than that 1 Paragon level, then he's going to be in trouble. So he really needs those extra Paragon stats, and he needs everyone else around him to have those Paragon stats too, so he doesn't get like the intimidation kind of canceling out his stats. Yeah, he's not so strong. So I'm gonna show you what happened. Now, someone ran the elf team against my defense here. One of my guildmates is running it. We have separated arenas because we're on a merged server, so they fought someone else. I can't fight this person, so I don't know if this would beat my defense, because again, my Callan is stronger and is the linchpin in the defense. Now, what happens is that Callan's not strong enough, yeah, so Ludovic is protected. I was heard that Ludovic, I think his Callan was actually up one tile too far, and he doesn't get the protection that he needed on the heroes. But you can see like it kind of rumbles, and because Callan isn't giving out the max protection that we need to protect everybody, all these softies kind of in the back behind him are getting shredded, right? So we really need that Callan to be built up. Now, do I think Faramore could be a problem for this team? I think a Faramore Siren combo could work effectively against it. Why? Because again, Siren's going to vacuum everyone up, and then Faramore is going to drop his circle on that defense. Ideally, we need our Lily May to counter the enemy Siren, and Athalia to kill off one of those pieces before that can happen. Now, I don't know if we'll get to test that anytime soon. I don't know if Brownie's gonna pull for him. That's the other thing, is until Brownie gets some of the other heroes built up, we may be pretty solid, and we may hold out to the end of the season until we get maybe if Shamira changes things when she comes out, or if the dimensional heroes change things. Oh, and they come out, we'll just kind of have to wait and see at this point. But as of now, at least in my arena, on my server, it's holding strong. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I just wanted to give an update. I may switch to something else soon here in the near future, just to test out some other defenses that might be viable, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!